research is about contemporary feminist activism in England, and I'm specifically looking at mixed gender feminist groups because I'm interested in the role of men in feminism. Because that's been sort of quite a controversial issue among feminists. I felt like it was important to look at mixed gender groups and try to see what's actually happening when men and women, and sometimes people of other genders, try to work together in a feminist context. Kind of focusing around sort of 3 or 4 main research questions and themes. So I'm interested in looking at what's happening in the groups and studying in terms of gender relations, but I'm also interested in relating that to kind of wider ideas about feminist theory and political practice, and then even more broadly to the social context in which these groups are operating. So that's the 3 kind of levels at which I'm analysing my data. Well, I've basically taken a sort of case study approach. I've got 4 groups that I've looked at. I tried to pick groups which were quite different in terms of their feminism, their kinds of political practice, and also in terms of the sort of role of men within the group. So, for example, there's one group that's been mixed gender throughout its existence. There's one that used to be women only and then allowed men to join. There's one which used to be mixed and then decided they wanted to become largely women only. So I'm interested in why sort of different groups have different sort of made those decisions about their gendered membership. In terms of how I studied the groups, I've used participant observation, so going along to group meetings, and I've also tried to interview as many group members as I could. I suppose the main people that I think could be interested and could kind of benefit from the research are probably feminist activists, and maybe other people working in a kind of activist or voluntary sector sort of capacity, because I think hopefully I'm going to illuminate gender relations within these groups, some of the issues associated with working in a mixed gender group, maybe looking at what the benefits are, what some of the potential problems are, or the limitations of mixed gender groups, and also in trying to sort of link that to different political practices. I hope that other feminists might be interested just simply to see what these groups are doing, to see the kind of difficulties they've had, the way they've tried to overcome them, the way they've structured their groups, and hopefully that might sort of give other activists some ideas about what they might do and think about the gendered makeup of their groups and how they might, how they might want to include men if they do choose to include men in their activities. At the moment I'm in the middle of analysing on my data, which I think is going to take a while to complete, and then hoping to start kind of writing it up soon. So I'm anticipating finishing by sort of September 2011.